Hello everyone, welcome today to my workshop. Um, today's is today's date is 10th July 2019, and we welcome all of you to today's workshop. My name is Emma Owusu-Ansah, and I'm the founder of Healthcare Solutions International. And our main purpose is to empower women and to help women understand the need to have a change of life and have control over their own destiny in terms of decision making such as infertility and mental health. And we also do so many other things that we'll introduce to you as we go on. Today I'd like to talk to you briefly about my own journey of infertility and mental health. And it's the more reason why I decided to campaign for this project. When I got married, like every other young woman, I was very eager, to build a home, to have my own children, to have a loving family. And then I was very hopeful that we will be very, very happy and, we'll have children running around. Well, first 2 years had series of miscarriages, and then at some point it decided not to come again. We've done so many things. We've done ovarian drilling, tests. My husband has done a lot of tests as well. He was very supportive, but nothing came. And so that is my short story. And then, well, that journey alone, if only it concerned the two of us, wouldn't be a case, because we knew the bond between the two of us was stronger than what we were not having. But the challenges we have to go through, from family members to society, church, and all those things, propounded and add more problems to the already propounded problems. And so I remember one time I went out, and every month, that time we used to live in England, and every month I'll go to the booth. We call their pharmacy the booth, and I'll go and buy pregnancy test. And I felt like all the CCTV there knew me, because every month I go there to buy. So that challenges attached to infertility. But the most annoying part is the stigma that comes with it. So that is the more reason why I decided I want to do this project, so that people will begin to understand the gravity of the situations people go through. There are times that you may even be having miscarriage, and somebody will be asking you, when are you having a child, and all that. So these are some of the few things I wanted to share with you as a personal challenges that I went through, and the reason why I'm doing this. So as the presentation is going on, if you have any questions or any experience, you can as well share. It is an interaction or interactive thing that we're doing. So if you don't understand anything, or feel free to draw our attention, even if it's offensive to you, let us know. So that is a brief story I wanted to share with us. Now, this is a whole cycle of what women in general will go through. It's not only about infertility issues, it's also about the challenges that certain women in some areas find themselves. And so if you are in Africa, in my country, Ghana, for instance, you are not only faced by the infertility issue you're going through, you're probably also going through so many issues like cost, laws, infertility norms, religion, distance and transportation, because women travel far and wide to seek solutions, and that solution may not be there for women who are trying to have babies. You may not have quality of care. I remember my first miscarriage, I was told that I had malaria, but that back then we were in Ghana, and I was told that we're having malaria, and so it was very difficult for me to understand why I will have miscarriage. But that is the level of medical care I had then. And then there's so many things, such as like you need knowledge, you need awareness, motivation, self-efficacy, health concerns, and so many other medical barriers, communication, decision making. All these things are the things we go through each day as we move on. Now, infertility has far-reaching impacts on mental health and well-being. It is very important to know that you are not the only person facing, or your family member is not the only person who is facing infertility and mental health issues. There are so many people in the world that are facing, and it's said that 1 in 7 couples are having will face infertility issue at some point in their relationship. And remember, it brings strain in the marriage, and so many troubles that comes with it. Now, like I always say, we are in 2019, but there's the most annoying conversation starter. Is somebody asking you, when are you having a baby? It's something we hear all the time, and I don't know how we're gonna change that, but I encourage all of us to get involved in the conversation. If you hear someone asking somebody, oh, so when are you going to have a baby? Sometimes you're tempted to, give a cheeky answer, but that is also another side of what we have to go through as people. Some are very kind. They will suggest to you the things you need to do. Some will family member. I remember a family member suggested that I go see a pastor who can pray for me, and because I didn't do that, I had to face a whole lot of issues. Like I wasn't me that I have the problem. Like I'm not serious. So that was the whole thing. And so as we go to our communities, we can share our views on some of these things and let people know how bad it makes people who are going through infertility feels. Now, let's look at the things that affect women who are going through infertility. They go through emotional stress, distress, and so many other things like self-blame. You begin to blame yourself. You begin to grieve, anxiety. And for me, it was all about avoiding society. I don't want to come to your christening and ask me, so when are you going to have a baby? All these things, I stopped doing them. And that is where the mental issue comes in. Then you are coiled into your own corner and you begin to cry and depressed and blame yourself. And so all these things have an emotional impact which affects your mental capacity. So we have to be. What we also need to know is that that woman that is being stigmatized is just anybody like us. It can happen to you. It can happen to a friend. That person is a sister, is a friend, is resilient. She's also an infertile woman, but extraordinary, deserving, passionate, tough, elegant, fearless, everything. She's everything. And so we have to remember that. Well, for me, what I want us to get from this workshop is the fact that we can make a happy ending decision. In the end, I made a happy ending decision, and I feel I made the wisest choice of all in my life. And today I am happy because I made that decision. And I have two children who are equally happy. And you can remember, you can take your own happiness into your own hands. And I would say, decide now to be happy and ignore anyone that brings negativity or stigmatization. Sometimes people don't mean the things they do, especially when they are parents. They want to talk about their families and their children and all the great things they are achieving. So they don't really mean to offend you, but you need to find a way to cope with such situations. But I would say be happy and learn to enjoy your life. I encourage everyone to join the conversation. You can contact us. And after the workshop, if you still have questions, you can contact us on Facebook. And so now creating room for more questions, and we're going to have more interaction for the next 20 minutes that we have. So let me know if you have any questions, and we will continue to do the discussion.